We've been talking about films, and I'd like to discuss with you one or two more questions on this. Let's consider first types of films. What do you think are the most popular types of film in Vietnam today?
I'm not really sure what type of film is the most popular, but I think it would be action with some comedy in it. Action movie with some kind of comedy, because in the action movies there's a thrill in order to attract the attentions of the movie watchers, and there's the comedy in order to help them relax after a series of crime fightings or motor chasing, and if a movie has some comedy elements in it, it would be much more success than it would be without the comedy.
Do you think foreign films are more or less popular than films made in Vietnam?
Definitely, foreign films are more popular than films made in Vietnam. The Koreans, some Korean drama, and now is the favorite movie for many young girls and some teenagers in Vietnam, and also the Hollywood movie, the Hollywood blockbusters is very dominant in Vietnam cinemas, and it's been years since Vietnam film industry last produced a very high quality movies.
Is it better to watch foreign films in their original language with subtitles, or dubbed into a local language?
I would prefer to watch foreign movies in their original language, so I can hear the lines better. I can fully understand the meanings of some details, and of course in the part that I could not make out what the characters said, I could see the subtitles. And also the drawbacks of watching movies that are dubbed is that maybe their voices aren't very good, and you cannot fully understand some meanings, the meanings of some details there.
Now let's talk about the film industry. Do you think that foreign language films are having a positive or negative effect on Vietnam's film industry?
To be honest, some kind of invasions of foreign films are having a very, very negative effect on the Vietnamese film industry, because films from Hollywood, the Hollywood film producers, they have hundreds of years more experience than Vietnamese film producers, and the quality in acting, the quality in special effects are also much higher. So they are more competent than Vietnamese film producers. And also the Vietnamese film industry has been hasn't improved a lot throughout the years, and some say they are even worse than they were before. So I would say they have an overall negative effect on it.
Do you think that the government should subsidize the national film industry, or should it be allowed to succeed or fail by its own work?
I think it's important for the government to subsidize some Vietnamese film producers in order to somehow revive the Vietnamese film industries, because since the recent Vietnamese films haven't had a lot of success, the amount of money that the producers get are much lower than before, so they cannot invest in high quality films anymore. So it's up to the government to keep Vietnamese film industry alive and be one of Vietnamese cultural difference from the world.
Finally, a lot of companies and a lot of filmmakers will have products in their films as advertising. For example, watches or fast cars in James Bond films. Do you think that this is okay? Or should there be no advertising in films so you can just enjoy the film?
Well, I have experienced this before, and I think it is okay to have some form of advertising in a film, as long as it is not too focused on the advertising part than the acting and the plot part, because some people would love to see the very expensive watches or supercars in a film, especially in superheroes film or action film, because it is more exciting when a film has some kind of supercar, for example an Audi R8 in Iron Man series or some kind of Lamborghinis in the Batman franchise. It is okay, and it benefits both the filmmakers and the manufacturer of such products, and also make the film a little bit more interesting. So it is okay.
Do you think there'll ever be a Vietnamese Batman?
I don't think so, because Vietnamese they don't have the technology to produce such special effects, and the casting and the acting of Vietnamese actors are not as good as those from the Hollywood.
Thank you very much. That's the end of the test. Thank you.